Thank you very much, and have yourselves a fabulous day here. Now, how fast they're coming down. Now, those two black dots flying at 125 miles an hour. And if you look carefully, just behind and to their left, you'll see 4 more black dots are linked up. And very shortly, right now, actually, they're separating and opening their shot. They've decided to land in 2 different target areas. You might be seeing over you today. Following training camp, the show season starts in earnest as the team takes to the roads from May to October. Keep your eye on this lower jumper, ladies and gentlemen. The first 4 have broken off to perform their canopy relative work, and now we finally... And once he starts to turn that, you're going to get some spectacular shots from the ground. The Skyhawks were formed in 1971 at Canadian Forces Base Edmonton and are made up of members of the Canadian Airborne Centre. There you can see he's about to start to turn that. You can see those bright colors silhouetted in the area. However, their performances proved so popular that the team was soon performing at air shows, fairs, exhibitions, and displays all across Canada and the USA. At present, the team performs over 80 parachute demonstrations before more than 2 million spectators annually, all over North America and occasionally in Europe. And right down on top of us, ladies and gentlemen. And look at him spiral that. Don't stop. Actually, the top jumper, as I said, there's a whole lot of weight on him. You can see you can see the jumper on his left has his legs wrapped around the jumper on the right. They're normally the men in the middle of the diamond. Now they're the pilots. They are Sergeant Ted McGuinness of Brantford, Ontario, and right beside him, Sergeant Luc Gagnon of Quebec City, Quebec. And the man on the bottom is Sergeant Jeff Smith of Brockville. Trouble with level flight. There it is, the C-115 de Havilland Buffalo from 442 Squadron in Comox. And ladies and gentlemen, tail for dear life. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the...
All right, now we set up for the ratchet roll. 2 points for Dragon. A high-energy series of rolls, a 1.5 outside snap, a slow roll, and a 1 1/4 snap to knife edge, finishing with an outside 1 3/4 to upright. How do you keep track of all that, Wayne? What's it to keep track? It's backwards. It's backwards. Ah! Ah! There he is on his back. Bada boom, bada bing.
Or the speed of sound. Only the second time in history that had happened. United States Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager. MiG-15 was a great airplane. However, the pilots, we know now, were not trained to proficiency. Our pilots had a tremendous advantage over the enemy.
Dimension. Bill Reisman with it.
And he rolls around. There's the first point. Back over to the inverted side. Here comes another 90 degrees on a knife edge portion and back to straight level, ever so gently. He's going to pull hard back on the stick and do a nice, gentle loop over the top. Squeezing down on the seat, but it makes it look so effortless. Constantly adjusting to the prevailing winds as he changes different levels in the atmosphere. He's looking skyward, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Bill again on the second half of the Cuban 8. He's rolled the red MiG-17. He's going to haul back on this time. He's got the afterburner on. Here comes about an 8G pull-up straight for the vertical. He's going to climb for the sky. And lucky for him, we cleared the airspace high above us today. Down the landing gears there. Here's a picture opportunity.
The biplane on his shoulders. It is now Superman flying Jimmy Franklin. Superman, help Jimmy do a loop right there, will you? All the way across the top. Lee, Superman Omen, there he is right between. That is a live human being between the landing gear. Jimmy Franklin now picks positions once again. Jimmy can't see where he wants them. And again, without benefit of wires, ropes, or cables, hand over hand and foot over foot, as Lee Omen moving around that aircraft. At almost 200 miles per hour. There's Lee in his red Superman suit on the top wing. Relatively different with Lee Omen on the outside of the aircraft than he did. A continuous 8G pull. There's the roll and the 3. Knots. 115 Buffaloes, and graciously provides one of them to the sound bombers. Straight back down, the speed picks up. They're waiting for the call for Charlie. Split now. Charlie exits to the left. Thomas exiting to the right, and out of Air Show Center, Gene Susi is on.
Jumpers today.
For dear life, a big convoluted airplane. Now remember, this is not a contemporary biplane. It is not an airplane. It was a docile World War II watch now as he transitions into that upside-down flat spin. There he's got it. It's set up. As he rotates and corkscrews down, you'll hear that Pratt and Whitney engine begging for mercy. It is saying to Jimmy, no, Jimmy, please, please, no more of this. You are getting too low. Jim, that's just about enough. You don't have any more insurance. No more cushion. Pull her out now. And ladies and gentlemen, he's got it. A big round of applause for